From your Chapter 14 folder, open the file Chapter 14 Conduit, and from your project browser, make sure you have Level 2 Power Plan open. Here, we want to create some conduit runs from the distribution board. So I'm not going to do this straight away from the plan. Instead, let's double click on the elevation head. This takes us to elevation 1A. And at this point, I'm going to select the distribution board. These round nodes are connection points for connecting conduit. If I right click, I can draw conduit from face. Now here's the clever thing. Revit now gives me a connecting point and shows me where that connecting point will be on that top face. So I can specify an offset from the left and an offset from the back. Now when I click Finish Connection, I can start drawing my conduit from that location. Just as the rest of Revit's system families, conduits come with different types. And I can draw my conduit run. To modify the conduit, I can select it and either drag it or click on the Move tool. Here we've got the diameter specified on the options bar. And as with other families within Revit, I can press on Tab to select the entire run and change the size of the conduit. As you can see from this view, the run we have here is conduit without fittings. We can change this to conduit with fittings. If I do this to both ends and tab select the run, I can also use this new tool in Revit MEP 2013 to reapply the type and give me the correct fittings for that entire run. If I had multiple conduit runs here, I could carry on doing this process of selecting conduit, selecting the face I was starting from, and drawing the conduit. But Revit does have a tool for me for creating parallel conduits. Let's see what that does. We do have an option whether we want the same radius bend or concentric radius bends. Let's go with concentric. Here I'm going to specify a horizontal number of 4 and a horizontal offset of 100. A vertical number of 1, so we don't need to add an offset. As I hover over one of the conduits, you can see Revit is showing me where the parallel conduits will go. And if I press the Tab key and select, we'll get an entire run. The warning tells me that these fittings don't support the concentric bend radius, so the bend radius of the conduit fittings will be the same. We can view our results from the default 3D view. Now this looks a mess. We can't actually see anything. So let's right-click on the view cube and orient to an elevation, which was elevation 1A. Scroll in and rotate the view slightly, and we can see how our design is progressing. Change level of detail, and this is now beginning to give us a presentation style drawing.